डोर ओपन कर लीजिए। बस यहाँ पर कर सकता। लाइट थोड़ा सा बड़ा
Very good afternoon, one and all. Our guests have been arrived amongst us. I, on behalf of the International Conference on New Horizon and Trends in Chemical Sciences 2022, welcomes to all our dignitaries. May I request all our esteemed guests to kindly occupy their seats on the dais and let the event close up with their presence. You all, Srimati Lata Shyam Prodani, younger sister of Shri H. Bakhru, sir, President, Sindhi Hindi Vidya Samiti, passed away on 17th March 2020. Lata Notani Didi was fondly called as Raju Didi. She worked as librarian in this institution for last 25 years and retired in 2014. She was a dedicated employee and a coordinated colleague to all. She played the role of elder sister to all of us. Dear Raju Didi, every morning Director, CSI, National Environmental Engineering Research Institute, Nagpur. Our Honorable Management, Dr. Vinki Rukwani Sir, Chairman, Sindhi Hindi Vidya Samiti, Dr. I.P. Keshwani Sir, General Secretary, Sindhi Hindi Vidya Samiti, respected Dr. Chandran Sir, National President, ESAS, Mumbai. Sir has joined with us for the platform. Respected Dr. Raghav Saran Sir, National Vice President, ESAS, Mumbai. Respected Dr. V.M. Painsi Sir, Principal, Dada Ramchand Sindhu Mahavidyalaya. Respected Dr. Avinash Bharti Sir, Chairman, ESAS, Nagpur Chapter and Head Department of Chemistry, Shri Ramdev Baba College of Engineering and Management, Nagpur. Respected Dr. Ratna Sarkar Ma'am, Head Department of Chemistry, Dada Ramchand Sindhu Mahavidyalaya and Convener of the conference. Respected Dr. Shushmita Mandaviri Ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Dada Ramchand Sindhu Mahavidyalaya and Convener of the conference. Respected Dr. Chandrasekhar Pandurkar Sir, Secretary, ESAS, Nagpur Chapter and Assistant Professor, Shri Ramdev Baba College of Engineering and Management, Nagpur. Respected Dr. Shinde Sir, Treasurer, ESAS, Nagpur Chapter. Respected Dr. Satish Tiwari Sir, Dr. Anand Thadani Sir, and Dr. Milind Shinde Sir, Vice Principals, Dada Ramchand Sindhu Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur. Respected Dr. Yogesh Bhuti Sir, IQAC Coordinator, Dada Ramchand Sindhu Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur. Respected dignitaries associated with the conference as speakers, chairpersons, judges who have joined with us through online platforms. My very dear and respected faculty members, lovely participants joined with us through Zoom platform and through YouTube channel, and dear students. I, Assistant Professor Babita Yadav from Department of Chemistry and Joint Organizing Secretary of the conference, on behalf of the team ICNHTCS 2022, is extremely delighted to welcome you all at this inaugural ceremony of International Conference on New Horizon and Trends in Chemical Sciences 2022, a joint venture of Department of Chemistry, Dada Ramchand Sindhu Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur, and Indian Society of Analytical Scientists, ESAS, Nagpur Chapter. As that the Ramchand Bakhru Sindhu Mahavidyalaya is a 50-year-old premier institution of Nagpur, imparting quality education to students in the faculties of science and commerce. It is run by Sindhi Hindi Vidya samiti, which comprises of a team of social workers committed to the mission of propagating education. The college was founded on 1st July 1971 and henceforth celebrating Golden Jubilee this year. This conference is a part of Golden Jubilee celebration with the aim to celebrate this 15th year with the galaxy of intellectuals. Whereas our co-host, the Indian Society of Analytical Scientists, also called as SAS, was born in 1983 at Mahavidyalaya Atomic Research Center, Mumbai, with the goal to promote excellence, relevance, and the right direction in routine with the innovative work by providing top-level analytical expertise in analytical science, technology, and management. It has now expanded into 4,000 plus strong Indian national multidisciplinary professional forum of experts in analytical sciences. It has spread over its 10 chapters with its members making dynamic contributions to the entire cross-section of multidisciplinary development activities all over our nation that include all industries, academicians, research and development institutions, power stations, agriculture and health sectors, environmental and ecological conservation. So, we, the team, ICNH TCS 2022, once again adorns a hearty welcome to one and all. We are highly honored by your presence at this inauguration sessions. Thus, at my lowest, God is my hope. At my darkest, God is my light. At my lowest, God is my hope, and at my darkest, God is my light. At my weakest, God is my strength, and my saddest, God is my comfort. It's our tradition to begin any academic event with the worship of Goddess Saraswati. Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge and arts, represents the free flow of wisdom and consciousness. She has 4 hands representing mind, intellect, alertness, and ego. She is the symbol of purity and discrimination. To make this conference a blessed one, let's invoke Goddess Saraswati by kindling the lamp of knowledge and wisdom before her. Let us begin today's auspicious event with the praise of the most merciful and the most benevolent. For the same, may I invite all our dignitaries on the dais to kindle the lamp before Goddess Saraswati. Hereby I call upon Anshika Tahani and Arshita Gajbir, students of our college, for the Saraswati lamp. तारगी माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तारगी माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तारगी माँ। And Ashita. May Ma Saraswati give us wisdom to make this world a better place. May all human beings live in harmony with nature and other forms of life. May the truth prevail. May the darkness of ignorance be swept away by dawn of self-realization. With this prayer, let's move ahead. Today, all, as we acknowledge that our very own Dada Ramchand Sindhu Mahavidyalaya is affiliated to Rashtra Tukroti Maharaj Nagpur University since its establishment in 1971. And now it's completing its 15th year associated with the same. The Rashtra Tukroti Maharaj Nagpur University has provided us the path to work on as well as companions in the form of many colleges which comes under it. It has helped us to survive with peace and harmony, united and strong. Let's pay the honor to Rashtra Tukroti Maharaj Nagpur University by cherishing its official song called as Kulgi, written by Rashtra Tukroti Maharaj. In a request to play this song. Can now be comfortable with your seats. We are lamps. We are lamps, all having a light of our own. Some may be dim, some bright, fueled by some passion, shining all alone, trying to make a difference. But when we find other lamps, it adds to the luminescence and it becomes a beautiful pattern. We are indeed privileged to have such luminescence pattern on stage right now in front of us on dais. Let's cherish this fortunate moment through a formal welcome ceremony. May I invite Honorable Dr. Venki Rukmani sir to welcome Chief Guest Dr. Atul Vaidya sir, Director CSR Niri Nagpur, by giving him a sampling as a token of love and appreciation from us. May I now invite Dr. Ratna Sarkar ma'am to welcome the epitome of knowledge, Dr. I.P. Keshwani, Sir, General Secretary, Sindhi Hindi Vidya Samiti, by giving him a sampling as a token of gratitude from us. May I request Dr. Shushmita Mandavani ma'am to welcome our all-time inspiration, Principal Dr. V.M. Painse sir by giving the sampling. Let me place my formal welcoming words for respected Dr. Chandra Juhan sir, National President, ISAS, Mumbai, over there online with us. Dear sir, we feel privileged to have you with us at this inaugural ceremony. The team formally welcomes you and thank you for being here with us today. Now I request Dr. Sunil Nahiri sir to welcome Dr. Raghav Saranso, National Vice President, ISAS, Mumbai, by giving him a sampling as a token of love and appreciation from us. Now I request Dr. Mangesh Thakre sir to welcome Dr. Avinash Bharti sir, Chairman, ISAS, Nagpur Chapter, and Head Department of Chemistry, RCOE, Nagpur, by giving him a sampling as a token of love and appreciation from us. May I now request Dr. Himali Pandurikar ma'am to formally offer our gratitude and welcome to Dr. Ratna Sarkar ma'am by giving him a sampling. Now I request Dr. Pooja Mombe ma'am to offer our appreciation and welcome to Dr. Shushmita Mandagani ma'am, convener, by giving her a sampling. Now I request Dr. Sudhanshu Kharkate sir, formally welcome Dr. Chandrasekhar Pandunekar sir, Secretary, ISAS, Nagpur Chapter, and Assistant Professor, RCOEM Nagpur, by giving him a sampling. May I now request Dr. Mangesh Thakre sir to formally welcome Dr. Shinde sir, Treasurer, ISAS, Nagpur Chapter. I am requesting Mr. Nagesh Nagpuri sir to formally welcome Dr. Satish Tiwani sir, Vice Principal of our college. I am requesting Dr. Himali Pandulekar ma'am to formally welcome Dr. Milik Shinde sir. I am requesting Dr. Doyle Bhattacharya ma'am to formally welcome Dr. Yogesh Bhute sir, IQSC Coordinator for college. Thank you dear all for your cheer claps. They mean a lot to us. After this formal welcome ceremony, let's move ahead and go back to our core emphasis, that is the conference. Before proceeding for anything specific to the conference, we must know a brief about its aims and objectives, theme and sub-themes. To brief the journey of conference till yet, I would like to invite Dr. Ratna Sarkar ma'am, Head Department of Chemistry of our college and convener of the conference for the introductory remarks. Please.
A very good evening to one and all. Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Atul Mehta, Director, CSI TV Nagpur, our respective management, HR Bakhru Sir, President, Sindhi Hindi Vidya Samiti, Dr. Vinki Rupani Sir, Chairman, Sindhi Hindi Vidya Samiti, Dr. I.P. Kiswani Sir, General Secretary, Sindhi Hindi Vidya Samiti, Mr. Neeraj Bakhru Sir, Secretary College Affairs, Sindhi Hindi Vidya Samiti, our collaborators, Dr. P. Chandeswaran, National President, ISAS Mumbai, Dr. Raghav Saran, National Vice President of ISAS Mumbai, Dr. Avinash Bharti, Chairman, ISAS Nagpur Chapter, Dr. Dilip Kanumbo Sir, Vice Chairman, ISAS Nagpur Chapter, Dr. N.G. Shinde, Treasurer, ISAS Nagpur, Dr. P.M. Pencil Sir, Principal, Dada Ramchand, Sindhu Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur, our Vice Principals, Dr. Tadani Sir, Dr. Tawani Sir, Dr. Shindre Sir, Dr. Sushmita Manavgani, Convener Team, ICN CTS 22, research scholars, my colleagues, and dear students. On behalf of the organizing committee, me, Dr. Ratna Sarkar, convener of conference, it is pleasure to welcome all the dignitaries and the participants for the International Conference on New Horizons and Recent Trends in Chemical Sciences 2022, organized by Dada Ramchand Sindhu Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur. Our gratitude and a warm welcome also to our eminent speakers from all over the globe who are here to share the knowledge and vast experience. We are also very proud to announce that today's conference is being conducted in association with Indian Society of Analytical Scientists, Nagpur Chapter, Nagpur. The conference is an accomplishment of the Golden Jubilee year of a college, Nagpur. We are honored to have Dr. Vaidya Sir, Director NEED, as a chief guest, and Dr. P.S. Chandrasekharan as a keynote speaker on today's special occasion. The aim and objective of today's conference is to focus our attention on innovative research on new horizons and recent trends in chemical sciences. The next 2 days of our conference will cover the emerging areas of chemical sciences as well as its interdisciplinary relevance. We are having 8 technical sessions, 2 keynote speakers. One of the speakers amongst them is Dr. Cordia Ma'am, is from Australia, Europe. Will be joining live with us on 26th in the valedictory function. The 8 invited speakers includes 4 international from USA, South Africa, Israel, and Japan, and 4 national speakers from Vellore Institute of Technology, Vellore, National Institute of Technology, Warangal, Institute of Science, Bangalore, and National Chemical Laboratory, Pune. I take immense pride in announcing that we have received an overwhelming response of 224 registrations for conference. Among them, 84 are for oral presentations, 57 poster presentations, 44 full-length abstracts, and 39 are only the participants of conferences. We have also applied for an ISBN number for an abstract book. Some of the best research papers selected will be published in the peer-reviewed Journal of Applied Scientific Research. I am very much obliged and delighted to announce that the SAS Nagpur chapter will be felicitating our winners with the Best Poster and Oral Awards along with 2 Young Scientist Awards. We have also received sponsorship from Global Marketing and High Tech Polyplast Private Limited. Nowadays, in a country, there is a decline in the enrollment of brighter youngsters in research and development in basic sciences and technologies. I hope this virtual conference can be a new opportunity to encourage and create new doors for the younger generation for collaborative research through interaction with the prominent scientists in India and abroad. I sincerely appreciate the efforts made by all the faculty members for materializing this intellectual event in reality. I extend my best warm wishes for a grand success of the conference.
Thank you, ma'am, for briefing the objectives and aims of the conference and setting the platform for the further proceedings. Dear all, while welcome ceremony, we have skipped one respected personality with us, Dr. Yenvredivar sir, Vice Principal of Junior College. Let me now take the opportunity to welcome sir. I call upon Mr. Rakesh Nagpur sir to welcome Dr. Yenvredivar sir, Vice Principal of our Junior College. Let me take this session ahead for the formal inauguration of the conference. For that, we are fortunate to have with us Dr. Raghav Saran sir, National Vice President, ESAS, Mumbai. Sir has not just many but many feathers to his cap, and it's hard to brief his achievements, but still to brief it. Sir has been conferred with Leading Scientist of the World Award 2013 by International Biographic Centre, Cambridge, England. Sir has lifetime membership of ESAS, Institution of Chemists, Indian Chemical Society. He is the former member of Coordination Committee of Regional Sophisticated Instrumentation Centre, former member of Northeastern Council Coordination Committee, organized about 12 to 13 national and international symposia, besides several workshop training programs, etc. Completed several projects under Board of Research in Nuclear Sciences, collaborated with RSIC Shillong, Guwahati University. He was also guest faculty at Guwahati University. He held the position of Scientific Officer, Atomic Minerals Directorate for Exploration and Research, Department of Atomic Energy. Sir has more than 50 number of research papers to his credit at reputed journals. Currently, he is National Vice President, ESAS Mumbai, Advisor of ESAS Nagpur Chapter, and Vice Chairman, Webinar Committee, ESAS. We feel profound to have sir with us. It's a real honor to have sir with us. May I request Dr. Raghav Saran sir to take over the session to address the gathering with his voice of wisdom and embark the formal inauguration of the conference. So please.
Distinguished emeritus, Dr. Sarkar, Dr. Vidya, Dr. Chandrasekharan, Dr. Peshwani, Dr. Pense, Bakhru, Dr. Ragwani, Dr. Chanchura, Honorable President, ISAS, and friends. Good afternoon to you all. At the very onset, I would like to congratulate Dr. Sarkar and her efficient team and management of Dada, Ramchand, Bakhru, Sindhu Mahavidyalaya, all associated for organizing ICNHTCs, that is International Conference on Nutrients and Horizon in Chemical Sciences. 22. Chemical sciences are known from very early days. Basically, nothing but science of matter, natural sciences dealing with composition of substances, their properties, reaction, identification, and estimating composition. Human being moves right from days of weighing, seeing things, and just estimating the intensity of color. Then color in frames and all that. Frames, earlier they were somewhere air LPG. Now they are air, acetylene, nitrous oxide, acetylene, plasma, and all that. Temperature goes on ranging. In case of air LPG, it is somewhere 600. But when we go to air acetylene, it is somewhere 1800. When we go to nitrous oxide acetylene, it is 2200 K. Everywhere it is K. And when we go to plasma, it is from 7000 to 10,000 K. So that's the situation. Now we have already actually collaborated with physics, electronics, and in electronics also, especially this software and as well as say other electrical engineers. So with this collaboration, actually the stage is totally set for atomic age. From wet chemistry age, it has changed to atomic age. Now we have got all plasma-based techniques, all destructive techniques, and earlier we had all destructive techniques. Now we are going for non-destructive techniques. As a matter of fact, we know that XRF and then XRF, that was ED and WD. Now it is no XRF, it is synchrotron XRF. So now all K lines only can be excited for elements. So this is the situation. So day by day, the situation is going on changing. And it will not be a big thing when green chemistry has come in picture, when miniaturization of instruments is coming on picture, and it will be soon, not very far, when there will be lab on chips. So that's the situation. Now friends, we are very happy that Sindhu Mahavidyalaya has collaborated with us, and we have already we have been introduced by Madam, and actually we are ISAS, Indian Society of Analytical Scientists. This is born now in 1983 itself, almost for 40 years it is going to take place, and almost 4 decades. All over India we are spread, and we have got 10 chapters all over India, and we have got 4,000 plus members. Basically, we are involved in our basic motto is dissemination of science right from grassroots level. When I say grassroots level, it is nothing but students who are actually the capital of the country, who have to rise ahead and who have to make the country strong. So, grassroots level, and we are not at all, although we say Indian Society of Analytical Science, but it is not analytical means simple thing. We have a question. If you have a question, say you ask who, what, how, and why. That's all is analysis. Nothing else is analysis. So as a matter of fact, everybody is analytical mind, and that analytical mind, if it is applied, then it becomes a society. That is nothing but I. Well, friends, we have got engineers, doctors, academicians, technologists, scientists, and everywhere. We are encompassing all the different disciplines and all. Besides that, our basic motto is to just go on doing some novel researches, and whatever novel concepts, perception comes to someone's mind, to just see that how much it is practicable. And if it is practicable, we have got industries also along with us. So those industries, they try to just exploit the commercial benefit of it so that it may be reached to common man's benefit. So that's the thing. So, and we always believe that recognition gives inspiration, it gives impetus, it provides momentum to move ahead. And because of that, we always, recently we had a seminar rather, we can say symposium rather, not seminar, As a matter of fact, we have been habituated of calling now webinar. So every time webinar only comes to lips. So recently we had actually this Amrit Mahotsav of webinar. That's 75, more than 75, a series of more than 75 webinars we had. Every Saturday, 7 p.m. we had webinars. Encompassing all scientists and engineers and technologists from all over India. So that was now at Munnar. Recently we had from 10th March to 12th March, and that was an IACS, that's Indian Analytical Chemical Sciences 2022. And in that we had received 75 papers, almost 90 posters, and I think Dr. Bharti was there, and probably he might throw better light. So this was the situation, and we are trying basically to motivate the students, motivate any novel researcher, research scholar, and all. And with that intention only, we have just sponsored 2 Young Scientist Award, as well as 2 awards for 1 oral paper and 1 posters. So that's all. With all this, I just wish all the best and a great success for the seminar, symposium. Again, I was going to say webinar, I just restricted myself. Sorry. Okay then, thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, sir, for explaining chemistry in such a beautiful and basic language and briefing about the ISAs and for your best wishes also. Now it's time to cherish the moment for which the team was waiting since a long time vision which converted into mission, then plannings and discussions, untiring and unending efforts, hours of sitting and sometimes arguments too. All this so many are in front of us today in the form of this conference, and to make this moment a memorable remark, the team is at cloud 9 to present before you all the abstract book of International Conference on New Horizon and Tense in Chemical Sciences 2022. May I request all our dignitaries on the dais to do the honor of formal release of abstract book ICNHTCS 2022. The nice thing about teamwork is that you always have others on your side. So the same was the case while working for the abstract book too. Allow me to place on record the credit to whole team. Congratulations to all for the abstract book. And there are a few who has been there more than 100% behind this. My special thanks and credits for the abstract book to the editorial desk. Dr. Shushmita Mandogari ma'am, Dr. Mahesh Thakre sir, Dr. Chandrasekhar Pandunekar sir, Dr. Himani Pandunekar ma'am, Dr. Pooja Bhobe ma'am, Dr. Doyal Bhattacharya ma'am, and to me for their constant efforts to bring this vision into a readable reality. Cheers to the day. On dais, we have with us respected Principal, Dr. V.M. Painsi sir. Dear sir, you don't inspire your teammates by showing them how amazing you are, but you inspire them by showing how amazing they are. This quote by Robin sir perfectly goes for our respected principal sir. May now I invite Dr. B.M. Painse sir, principal of our college, to put forward his all-time innovative thoughts and address the gathering on this occasion. So please.
August dies marked by the presence of Dr. Durveti, Director, Mary CSR, President of today's function, Honorable Dr. V.M. Rupani President SHBS, Guest of Honor, Honorable Dr. I.B. Kiswani General Secretary SHBS, our associate for this conference, Indian Society of Analytical Scientists, ISS, Dr. Raghav Sharan, National Vice President, and Dr. Avinash Bharati, Chairman Ramchand, faculty members and enthusiastic online participants. Golden Jubilee of HAI, with continuous increase in number of students, academic programs, resources in dealing with the contemporary knowledge society, deserves the celebrations, and this is a part of Golden Jubilee celebration. Sindhi Hindi Vidya Samiti and College Development Committee has planned a series of celebrations that will outcome in more impactful academic and research activities catering to all our stakeholders. This international conference on new horizons and threats in chemical science is a remarkable initiative. Especially, keynote addresses and presentations by reputed scholars have been organized to be beneficial for planning research activities, guiding students to undertake projects, and curriculum enrichment. I would like to appreciate the efforts of Team Chemistry for this wonderful academic trip and making it international. As a host, I welcome you all for your active participation in this conference. Especially, I welcome the Chief Guest, Dr. Atul Veddi, Director, and I'm looking forward for his address. I'm proud to record gratitude towards the association with ISAS and hope this will lead to further events, much more events. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your good wishes. So the time has come. Dear all, we feel immense proud to have with us today Dr. Atul Vaidya sir, Director, CSR NIRI, Nagpur, as Chief Guest of the inaugural ceremony of the conference. He has assumed charge on 29th November 2022 as Director at NIRI. I would like to invite Dr. Sunil Dangire sir, co-convener of the conference, for the formal introduction of our respected chief guest.
Good afternoon, everyone. I, Dr. Sunil Dangire, co-convener, welcome you all to the International Conference on New Horizon and Trends in Chemical Sciences, organized by Department of Chemistry, Dada Ramchand Bakhru Sindhu Mahavidyalaya, in collaboration with Indian Society of Analytical Scientists. I find immense pleasure in introducing our honorable chief guest, Dr. Atul Vaidya, who had been working as a director of CSIR NIRI, National Environmental Engineering Research Institute, Nagpur. Earlier, he was chief scientist and head of Chemical and Hazardous Waste Management Division, CSIR NIRI. Dr. Atul Vaidya did BTech in Chemical Engineering from Lakshminarayan Institute of Technology, Nagpur, and MTech in Chemical Engineering from IIT Bombay. He obtained PhD in Chemical Engineering from RTM Nagpur University. He has 34 years of research experience in environmental science and engineering, especially in waste management. Dr. Vaidya has extensively worked on various aspects of waste management, including characterization, treatment, reuse and recycle, impacts on the environment, greenhouse gas emission, and environmentally sound practices such as waste minimization, clean technology, and circular economy. He is actively working for Stockholm Convention, Minamata Convention, and United Nations Convention on Climate Change. He has implemented effective technological option for environmental sound management of hazardous waste or at various industries in the country. Dr. Vaidya has facilitated decision making across the country through his basic and translational interdisciplinary research on various environmental issues. His contribution in national and international environmental policies have been noteworthy. He has published many research papers in national and international journals. We are extremely fortunate to have such an eminent personality with us. We are honored by your presence on this occasion, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for introducing our chief guest to the audience. So, without consuming any time, I would like to call upon Dr. Atul Vaidya, sir, to accompany us on stage and enlighten us with words of true perception. Please, sir.
Good afternoon to all. Right at the outset, I would like to thank organizers to have given this opportunity to put forward my thoughts on chemistry, environment, whatever it is. Two things I apologize in the beginning that due to my urgencies or some exigencies, I wish to think that somehow there was some program change and I'm thankful to organizers to accommodate my requirements. And probably I will have to leave after this address. And that is not customary. I will not like such things to happen. But then there were certain meetings which were planned in the morning, and unfortunately or fortunately they were basically postponed to 4:30. So I had to attend that meeting, that is management council meeting of our institute. With this, I will like to throw some light on my thoughts about the chemistry. Basically, if we think that it's basically natural philosophy, long time back since Greek times or something. So it was a realm of philosophy. Then from philosophy used to call natural philosophy. So physics, chemistry, everything was a part of natural philosophy. Then you get into the domain of chemistry, biology. There has been always kind of debate or kind of say, biology is better or chemistry is better. So chemical experts, they used to say that we can explain biology, each and everything of the biology on the basis of chemistry. And less than Nobel laureate like ordinary said, physics is the basis of things. I can explain physics on the basis of physics. I can explain chemistry. That would explain biology entirely. So anyway, we are not getting into debate. The basic important fact which we should understand is that what is the difference between philosophy and science? Is according to me, it's a measurement. If you don't measurement, you are in the realm of philosophy. If you measure something, it is science. So all the laws, unless proved by measurements, they are not laws. They remain a kind of philosophy or kind of hypothesis. And when they are confirmed with the analytical procedures, proper analytical procedures and measurements, then you say it's a law. Therefore, although it's not a direct subject of this conference, but I understand that ISAS non-legal cables is involved in this. Very important because whole science is based on the analysis of the measurements. You may call it analytical science, you may call it, it's a differentiation which you make, like I was discussing with can be differentiated between the chemist and analytical. Chemist is chemist, or even this is basically scientist. And this I realized especially in my last 34 years of experience in interdisciplinary sciences, whereas in the field of environmental sciences, we deal with each and every branch of science, and nowadays We deal with sociology, we deal with economics and everything. So nothing is beyond the realm of basically logical thing. With this, but still, chemistry stands a special position in human life because they say that economic development of any nation is because of chemistry. You say why America is developed. It's basically because of the chemistry or chemical industry or chemical engineering, whatever you call it. And if you observe that since I get up in the morning and when I put some version in my mouth, that time till I sleep when I put a mosquito coil around me before sleeping, I am always exposed to chemicals. Chemistry and chemical is an essential part of my life. I don't realize physics, I realize chemistry every now and then. When I take drugs, anything like that, when I consume anything, chemistry and measurement is an essential part of chemistry. Chemistry, when I say something is tasty or something is salty, basically the measurement which analysis which is in my mind is all khara hai, mitha hai. Basically, I don't put that figures there. That analysis is always going on. And therefore, analytical chemistry is the essence of the, or any analysis is the essence of any science. Because only analysis can prove the science and hypothesis in the science. Now, with this, I would like to throw certain lights. When the conference theme is frontiers of chemical sciences. Now, frontier chemistry, there is no frontier basically. Frontier is ever expanding. Like they say, there is no fixed. Light is reaching since the time of Big Bang to the point where light has reached the horizon. Every day, light is expanding the horizon. So, like it's like that science, frontiers of science are ever expanding. Nevertheless, we are into the era. There are few things which are to be focused because I don't know exactly what kind of papers are presented here, but I would like to give stress on certain things which are going to be very important in coming years. One is the prediction of the properties from the structure of the chemistry. It's a long time, and because of computational science and developments in the computational science, can I predict from the structure of a chemical compound what kind of properties it will have and what kind of toxicity it will have, what kind of impact it will have? So I need not do experiments based on certain modeling exercise and based on the basic structure, based on my earlier experiment. So relation of the structural part of the structure of a chemical to the properties and impact. That is really one frontier which has to be tapped. Second very important thing is that you must be, I am part of Stockholm Convention. There, and this initially Stockholm Convention started with persistent organic pollutants which remain in the nature, doesn't get degraded. And they call it dirty dozen. So initially it started with banning the 12 chemicals. Now the list has gone to 27 and probably in coming years it will go to 50. Now what are the substitutes for this? When some chemical, it is a useful chemical like DDT for example. DDT has a definite uses and definite application in countries like India that we are facing malaria and those kind of diseases, vector-borne diseases. So what is the substitute for DDT? So always get synthetic chemistry, synthetic organic chemistry, finding out the substitutes to the chemicals which are harmful to the nature or harmful to the health. But you have to substitute those chemicals with new molecules which will be less harmful or less impact on the environment while giving the same properties. That is another idea. These are the frontiers where the field is open. Anybody's challenge. Anybody coming on, and I think chemistry, pharmaceutical chemistry is another area where I know persons who are masters of organic chemistry and spend 1 year to develop a new molecule which is useful for pharmaceutical industry. And they are paid not less than 20 lakhs per month, something like that. It's not a question of money, it's the value of that molecule. You get 20, 30 is again same thing measurement, but the value of that molecule is that, or value of that person is this. That industries are ready to pay him like anything. Synthesis, organic, synthetic organic chemistry, pharmaceuticals, that area. And the one most important area is that we are into the realm of environmental sciences, where I am doing impacts on the environment of flora and fauna. You realize those impacts in this small cost. This small. Engineering perspective, basically I am chemical engineer. The concentrations which I would not even notice are very high concentrations from the point of view of environment. So we are dealing with the concentrations of chemicals in PPB and around PPT levels, and even analysis of this such chemicals. For example, I put example to dioxin. These are the two unintentionally produced when you burn plastic, you burn some organic compounds. These are found very highly carcinogenic, and the limits prescribed are even PPT level. You have to analyze these things. You have to spike the GC or GCMS so that you get some reasonably measurable quantity. And then you compare it with the concentrations. Now, these are the areas concentration of new chemicals. So, I was referring to the concentration, very low concentration, measurement of such concentrations at reasonably cheap rates. Today, dioxin when I measure dioxin I have to pay almost 60 to 70,000 rupees per sample if I want to know the concentration of dioxin in plant media. Because these standards which are used for analysis are very costly. Small bottle will cost 80,000, 1 lakh rupees, something like that. It's not easily available. So can we have easy indigenous methods to analyze such chemicals? That is the today's requirement. That will be helpful to the society, that will be helpful to the nation, and it will also kind of make an impact. Can we have simpler and cheaper methods of analysis of VOCs? Can we have simpler and cheaper methods of priority chemicals, complex organic chemicals? Now, this is the call of the day. If we go on refining no knowledge, that is also a good thing. But need is to have a different kind of thinking, to have some new knowledge which is going to make impact on the society as well as Indian society. That is the requirement, that is the frontier which everybody needs to have. And till now, most of the pharmaceuticals that are produced in this country. So drugs. Very rarely you will find that it is designed by Indian law. Normally, what you do is that what we do, we wait for the patent domain to get over. So that is patented by Bakhru or something like that, and then normally it is, patent is over by 5 years, and then it becomes public domain, and then we start earning. That is how when ranitidine was introduced in 1980s, the cost of ranitidine tablet was 10 rupees a tablet, 10 rupees a tablet and 100 rupees a stick in 1988 or 89 probably. Now, after 94 or 95, when the patent was stolen and Indian company started producing, you started getting stick of ranitidine in 10 rupees. So, for the first 5 years, we paid almost 10 times. That money was going to some company, multinational. So, these are the things because we need indigenous research for that. So, these are the few areas which I would like to focus on. I would like the fraternity case, I don't work on that. And there can be many more areas, and chemistry has no barriers actually. Chemistry is, am not getting into the ring of nuclear chemistry or you can say the reaction and all those things. But these are the things which I mentioned, which are important from the point of view of environment, point of view from the industry and the society. But if you open the domain of basic research, there is no end in chemistry. Absolutely no. You take organic chemistry, you take inorganic chemistry, you take metal processing, even getting this, we always say that Sarnath or some pillar there, Sarnath, I think, there for 2000 years and it's not rusted. It's basically a metallurgy combined with chemistry. There are certain chemicals which are used. In your concrete, there are many chemicals used, which we don't know, but the chemical is actually increasing the life of concrete, construction, so many aircraft. So, like that, there is a number of opportunities to be worked out in chemistry. I mentioned very few things which are of the immediate consequence and immediate need. And I think we can go on discussing, but then I know this is inaugural address. It's not a lecture for 45 minutes. So I stop here. So my sincere urge to all this fraternity of chemistry which is gathered here across the online platform also and here also, that we need a research which support indigenous industry, which support indigenous society, which support our institutions and make the things available at reasonably affordable rates to the society while reducing the impact on the environment. Now we can work together and in case any help is required from the institutions like me, it is always there. We will always extend our help. Now collaborative programs wherever available from the and we are open to that. And even the international like societies, the professional societies like we can have programs together and take this. With this, I stop here, and I am again sorry that I will have to leave shortly. And you will excuse me for that. There are certain reasons. Thank you very much for patient listening. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, to address the gathering and cast the light of your knowledge upon us. Respected sir, let us take the honor to felicitate you on behalf of the team ICNH 2022. May I request Dr. Vinki Rugwani sir, Chairman Sindhi Hindi Vidya Samiti, and Dr. I.P. Keshwani sir, General Secretary Sindhi Hindi Vidya Samiti, felicitate sir by giving shawl, shriffle and a vote of appreciation as a token of gratitude from us. Now let me take the pride to introduce with you all Dr. Chandrachudan Sir, National President, ISAS, Mumbai. Due to pandemic and other restrictions and constrictions, Sir found himself to unable attend the conference at the campus, but he is with us through Zoom platform. I request all the dignitaries to be comfortable off the dais so that they can even Dr. Chandrachudan Sir is a national expert in knowledge and management of development-oriented research and studies, innovations, neighborhood development, environmental studies, etc. Now I request Dr. Himani Pandulekar ma'am to formally introduce Sir to the audience. Ma'am, please.
Of the dignitaries. Last, I welcome all to ICNSTCS 2022. It is my privilege to read the biodata in brief of respectable Dr. P.P. Chandrachudan sir, who is serving as a national president of Indian Society of Analytical Scientists, Mumbai. Dr. P.P. Chandrachudan sir is a national expert in knowledge management and management of development-oriented R&D innovation, neighborhood development, environmental studies, NDE, etc. After superannuation as a senior scientist of Bhava Atomic Research Center, BAR, and R&D program coordinator in Board of Research in Nuclear Science, BRNS, Department of Atomic Energy, DKE, Government of India, he was instrumental in constituting the Kerala State Innovation Council. Sir was advisor, R&D and professor of R&D management at PSN Group of Institution, Tirunelveli. Sir has constituted and chaired the PSN National Award for Excellence in R&D. Professor Chandrachudan sir carries with him a vast bank of practical knowledge base developed over the past 51 years of his dynamic and eventful career in executing and promoting excellent and relevant multidisciplinary R&D activities. Sir completed postgraduate from the prestigious postgraduate from the prestigious training school of Bar 1969-70 13th batch and PhD from Bombay University. Dr. Chandrachud sir is a specialized in the engineering quality control field of non-destructive examinations (NDE). He is a fellow of the Indian Society for Non-Destructive Testing (FISNT) and an internationally recognized expert in NDE. Dr. Chandrachud sir has been responsible for planning and execution of engineering quality control and quality assurance work related to the manufacture of a variety of specialized engineering equipment for the indigenous Dhruv reactor, barn, and many nuclear power reactors functioning currently all over India. He has trained senior functionary trainees from South Korea, Sri Lanka, and Iran in NDE under IAEA program. As the R&D program coordinator of BRNS DAE, he has been actively engaged in the mobilization, monitoring, and management of collaborative R&D programs in the areas of interest to the various DAE units located all over India. He coordinated and executed over 1,000 research projects involving various national labs, universities, NITs, IITs, ISC Bangalore, etc., located across the length and breadth of India. Topic of the research projects span over a host of multidisciplinary subjects that deal with the basic research in science and engineering. Directed basic research leading of to technologies, development of advanced technologies, development of engineering processes and products, setting up of mega centers, CRPS, mega project, centers of excellence for achieving tangible development oriented R&D in science and engineering for problem solving. Thank you.
We now request Dr. Chandrasuran sir to address the gathering and enlighten the audience with his superlative knowledge and personality. Sir, please.
Hello. Very good afternoon to my friends who are assembled in Nagpur. My dear Dr. Adul Vaidya, Director NEERI, today's chief guest. I take this opportunity to thank Dr. Vaidya for highlighting the importance of analytical sciences and also highlighting the importance of signal analysis. And eminent Professor S. Chandrasekharan of Indian Institute of Science, Dr. Raghav Sharan, Vice President of ISAS, Professor Avinash Bharati, Chairman ISAS Nagpur, Dr. Sri Harish R. Bakhru, Sri Neeraj H. Bakhru, Dr. Keshwani, Dr. Pense, Dr. Ratna Sarkar, other dignitaries, and all the esteemed delegates participating in this international conference. Dear friends, at the outset, I would like to convey my best wishes to the Bakhru Mahavidyalaya, which is celebrating its golden jubilee. And on this occasion, while emphasizing the necessity to go for basic sciences, I wish also to point out that no tangible development can take place by remaining in the basic sciences level alone. Am I audible? In the basic science level alone, there has to be a progression from basic sciences to applied sciences, technology development, engineering process development, and especially for aiming to solve the problems around, and a receptive orientation to receive feedback on the limitations of the engineering process, and innovation to overcome the limitations. These are the right type of progression which takes the excellent work in basic sciences to be integrated into the Atmanirbharta program. So it actually boils down to basic sciences and technology getting integrated. And from this point of view, I congratulate the Nagpur chapter of ISAS for teaming up with the Dada, Ramchand, Bakhru, Sindhu Mahavidyalaya for providing a platform to bring science and technology together to interact very closely, leading to productive outcome. At this juncture, I wish to point out that with all participants, all presenters and speakers of the seminar, and also amongst the delegates themselves, and try to formulate well-oriented R&D programs so that such conferences lead to tangible outputs impacting as developments. Also, you are requested to note that such a tangible outputs need to be integrated with the national development needs of India. Friends, yesterday I had an occasion to participate in a webinar organized by Dr. D.K. Sinha, Chairman of the Indian Nuclear Society Hyderabad chapter, in which Padma Shri Professor Vijay Raghavan, Principal Scientific Advisor to Government of India, gave a marvelous direction to mold our attitude towards national development for the next 3 decades. It is based on Mahatma Gandhi's approach of meeting the basic needs of everyone, devoid of what is going on normally to meeting the greed of a handful of people. This shift in approach is very important if the successful integration of basic sciences with the development has to happen. This approach also meets the needs of democracy and is also very much in tune with the principle followed by the nature in providing an equitable distribution of resources and directed to maintain a harmonious coexistence of all species in the world. Dr. Vijay Raghavan also advocated a double-pronged approach, that is, focusing on problems needing immediate solution and preparing for solutions that need to be delivered in relatively longer duration of time. That is a double-pronged approach, which is exactly reflected in the theme of this conference. The first part is like what you call the trend, and in the theme of this conference, and the second part is the horizon referred to in this conference. This two-pronged approach is already reflected in the when you consider the theme of this conference, the horizons and the trend. That is the current topic, what needs immediate attention, and the long term, which needs the basic science work need to be initiated. At this juncture, let me highlight some of the prominent trends, that is topics needing immediate attention. The main sectors that need attention are air, water, soil, nutrition, ecological and environmental balance, and its sustainability. Then public health, medicines, disease control, development of new materials, energy production and conservation, energy storage as well, and traditional as well as non-conventional energy sources, mineral exploration, recycling of strategic materials, high efficiency for solar converters, etc. Air, water, and soil pollution need to be controlled at source as well as at the receiving ends, both involving processes based on chemical sciences and the technology and engineering process developed based on chemical sciences, such as developing absorbents, adsorbents, scrubbing, remediation matrices, etc. Potable drinking water free of arsenic and fluorine, breathable air free of chemical gases and particular pollution are great challenges that need to be addressed through chemical sciences and engineering. Food and nutrition for the masses poses a great danger that could take a pandemic dimension. We have experienced the COVID pandemic. Another pandemic is very much looming large on all our heads due to the extensive pollution of various food articles. Mainly because the contamination of food with pesticides, preservatives, and various kind of bacteria, fungus, etc. In order to remedy this very vital issue, there need to be a very focused attention of all chemical science experts to formulate the process of detecting these contaminants, and also develop a mechanism to free the food articles from the harmful pesticides. Pesticides, growth hormones. Growth hormones are very, very important pollutants in the food materials. And ecological and environmental issues are also very much closely integrated with the chemical sciences. And because of this interconnection, most of these remedial measures are involving the chemical sciences, experts in chemical sciences. For example, green chemistry is an important line of solution. Also, the chemical sciences play a great role in controlling emission of greenhouse gases, as well as taking remedial measures for the existing condition of very high levels of greenhouse gases. As far as public health issues goes, controlling various disease vectors such as bacteria, virus, fungus, the entire gamut of vectors are possible by efficient deployment of engineering process based on chemical sciences. So these are some of the very important topics of immediate importance to be needing the attention of the type of expertise what our the currently assembled delegates have. The traditional medicine system, which has been proven by usage over a long period, took a backseat during this COVID pandemic. In fact, the proven medicinal system had to take a backseat because it lacked the modern scientific backup, which can be provided by the current level chemical scientists, and also using many of these very interesting hyphenated analytical techniques. By integrating this process is one of the important topic at the current level. A mission-based approach is essential in order to implement these kind of very currently important topics. Nanomaterials, as both medicines and medicine delivery systems, involved deeply in chemical and medical sciences. In fact, if you watch nature, because science is basically study of nature, and if you look into to get some hopeful clue from the nature, we will find that it is multidisciplinary approaches that gives successful results. So therefore, in, the nanotechnology, what is already implemented in every aspect of nature, is a good source of information to derive knowledge by observing those processes very closely, scientifically, which will lead to many solutions which are applicable to solve most of the problems faced by the scientific community currently. For example, in Kerala, where there is an extensive deposit of radioactive minerals, an experiment was conducted by cutting a coconut tree at different levels from the ground level, and each slice was analyzed for their mineral content, especially for radioactive content. It was observed that within a few centimeters, the coconut tree is able to stop the contamination of all heavy metals and radioactive metals. So the biosystem has got a fantastic mechanism available and which can be pursued by us and to derive solution to many similar problems is a priority area which the chemical scientists have to focus their attention on. The energy sector poses important challenges that are part of the current trends needing solution. The coal and petroleum-based energy sources cause chemical pollution and need remedial measures through chemical sciences. The pollution is created by chemical sciences. The remedy is also hidden, but only it is for us to unveil or reveal through our research activities and come to some reasonable processes which will give us give in hand the remedial mechanisms. The energy converters and the storage devices form areas that needs many challenges to be faced and evolved and solved through chemical sciences. Simple technologies such as recently some enterprising people have developed water light. Just in that device, you simply fill seawater, it gives light. About 500 watt electricity generated by one filling of seawater in the device. Similarly, what is being talked about currently is solar powered ACs. The problem is created by solar power, solved by the solar power only. It's an interesting area where, as the global warming is creating problem, it is one of the priority area where the attention of our scientists, the delegates, have to be focused upon. And the energy conversion techniques, what is happening right now, it is a very low efficient level. The efficient energy conversion mechanisms, development of the efficient mechanisms is also very important, deserving top priority attention. What I have mentioned is some of these the areas where the focused attention is required by the chemical scientists to deliver solutions to immediate problems faced by the nation, and the nature may be varying from pocket to pocket. Focus attention the short term to derive short term or immediate benefit. And at the same time, there are many issues for which we have to start working out solutions, that is long term solutions. What you call in your title of the conference as horizons, where the problems have started appearing, but needing solution though not immediately, but in the long run. For that, the basic sciences work has to be initiated, and there are many areas such as the nanotechnology, the carbon fibers, the CNT, the nanocomposites, fullerenes, graphene, borophenes are areas offering great scope from these points of view. And molecular traps are useful for both remediation as well as extraction of minerals from low concentration sources such as seawater. We have been using all the resources available in the land, mining from the sources and using it, and then most of those rich mineral sources have been washed down to the sea, and we have enriched the sea with many of the strategic materials. So the sea has become a great mine for all these very highly productive elements that we require. So that is one area where designing traps, molecular traps for very especially targeted
Sorry,
elements.
sir, for the interruption. Sir, can you please hear me? Sir, actually, there is a little time, so sir, it's a sum up the session a little earlier.
Oh, okay. So, what I have so far talked is focusing on the theme of this conference, that is the trends and the horizon and the trends, current trends, and how to identify the subjects on which we have to focus, because these conferences are not to be created as just a gathering. There should be some productive outcome which will happen only if the right topic is talked to the audience, and the audience take cue from that and start working on that. Otherwise, these such conferences will not have any productive outcome. That's why I chose to highlight these particular aspects which needs the focus of the audience. So, from basic science to technology development, engineering development, innovation, that progression is adopted. There will be a very clear productive output of this conference, and I convey my best wishes for that. Thank you very much. Okay, I have stopped now. You may proceed. Oh.
On behalf of SARS, I feel delighted to announce the names of the winners for Young Scientist Award declared by them. The first award goes to Dr. Shakti Pandit Sir, SRM TRP Engineering College, Tiruchirappalli. Due to traveling constraints and other restrictions of pandemic, he has not joined with us here to with us campus. So from here itself, I am congratulating sir on behalf of our team, ESAS and Department of Trade. A second award goes to Dr. Prashant Borkar sir, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Janki Devi Bajaj College of Science at Wardha. I am delighted to announce that he is with us today, and I thank him for traveling so long to be here with us. May I request Dr. Saran sir to do the honor and present Young Scientist Award to Dr. Prashant Borkar sir. So please. Apart from Young Scientist Award, our co-host ISAS has announced two more awards. So the first one is Research Excellence Award conferred upon Dr. Himani Chandrasekhar Pandulekar ma'am, Assistant Professor of our college. May I request Saran sir to do the honor to hand over the award to Dr. Himani Pandulekar ma'am. The second Research Excellence Award has been conferred upon Dr. Meenal Joshi ma'am, Assistant Professor RCOEM Nagpur. May I again request Dr. Saran sir to do the honor to hand over the award to Dr. Meenal Joshi ma'am. Dear all, as stated earlier, the conference is a result of teamwork of Department of Chemistry of a college and ISA's Nagpur chapter. Allow us to steal some moment from the inaugural session to express our gratitude to the dignitaries of ISAS by presenting the awards of appreciation and excellence to them from the Department of Chemistry. To do the honor, may I request Dr. Vinky Ruhwani sir to present the award of excellence to Dr. Raghav Saran sir, National President ISAS Mumbai. May I now request Dr. I.P. Keshwani sir to present the award of excellence to Dr. Avinash Bharti sir, Chairman ISAS Nagpur chapter and Head Department of Chemistry RCOE Nagpur.
सेपरेट कार्ड अलग अलग निकाल कर
May I now request Dr. V.M. Painsi sir, Principal, to present the award of excellence to Dr. Chandrasekhar Pandureka sir, Secretary ISAS Nagpur chapter and Assistant Professor Department of Chemistry RCOE Nagpur. Now it's turn to hand over the session to our co-host. May I request Dr. Chandrasekhar Pandureka sir to kindly take over the dais for the further process.
Thank you very much. I would like to say on this day of international conference, couldn't have been seen without the efforts of the faculty members of the chemistry of Dada, Ramchand, Bakhru, Sindhu Hindi Vidya. So, on the behalf of the Indian Society of Analytical Scientists, we would like to present the award of appreciation for the faculty members who has done lot of efforts for the successful conduction of this event. I now request Dr. Saran sir, Vice President, Chapter ISS, and Dr. A.V. Bharti sir, Chairman ISS Nagpur Chapter, present the award of this appreciation to Dr. Ratna Sarkar, Head History Department and convener of this event. I now request Dr. Sushmita Mandavini Madam, Associate Professor of Chemistry Department and convener of this international conference, to receive the awards by the hand of Saran sir and Bharti sir. I now request request Dr. Sunil Dagire, sir, Associate Professor of Chemistry and co-convener of this international conference, to come on the dais to discuss the award and observe. I now request Dr. Mangesh, Professor, coordinator of the organizing committee of this international conference, to come on the dais to receive. I now request Dr. Ramchand, president of this international conference, on the dais. I now request Mr. Rakesh Nagpur, sir, president of this international conference, to receive this award. I now request Dr. Pooja Mumbai, Madam, organizing secretary of this international conference, to come on the dais. I now request Ms. Babita Yadav, Madam, joint secretary of this international conference, to come on the dais, please. I now request Dr. Goel M. Bhattacharya, Madam, joint secretary of this international conference, to come on the dais, please. On behalf of the Department of Chemistry and other for providing this opportunity for the collaboration and for organizing this international conference. Now I am hand over the proceedings of this conference to Ms. Babita. Thank you for giving this. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Dreams don't work unless you do. This is what we have learned from our all-time inspiration, Dr. I.P. Keshwani sir, General Secretary, Sindhi Hindi Vidya sir. May I request now Dr. I.P. Keshwani sir to kindly share his views and guide us on the occasion. Sir, please.
Present on this dais for the inaugural ceremony of this international conference on New Horizons and trends in chemical sciences is Kirwani, chairman of Sindhi Hindi Vidya, president of this inaugural function. Mr. Dev and some delegates of this inaugural function. Chandrasekhar, whom we just heard. Raghav Saran, from Indian Society of Analytical Science. Society, Mr. Avinash Bharati, Mrs. Sarkar, Mr. Mandogale, Vice Principals, Dr. Devani, thank you so much, Mr. Bhutia, learned faculty of chemistry department, principal of medicine. It was absolute delight to be here with all of you. Very informative talks from Vaidya and Raghu sir. When I started thinking, actually, anybody who starts thinking, it is limited intellect and cognitive ability. One wonders that when you are a child, the entire universe is actually one. And which is a fact. When we attain a certain age, we know that all of us are connected. Everything is connected. The star here and star billions of light years away from here. When the star spins here, that anti-spin is also there. So, and the basis of the language, we separate ourselves. That's why somebody gave me name. So I'm separating myself from, say, Dr. Benson's. But then later on, I realized that it is because of the properties of the matter, properties of the substance, the differentiation which we do actually correct. And the same happens when you are talking about chemistry. When I am breathing, it's the chemical which comes inside. Check the properties, they are different from what I exhale. The entire universe is composed of different chemicals only. The space between you and me, the space which holds this universe together, which has the immense power, is composed of different chemicals. Maybe you know that this is a diluted. The more the dilution, the greater is the power. I was discussing some of the things with Dr. You see, nanoparticle is of size 10 to the power minus 9 minus 10. Nanoparticle is 10 to the minus 18. But there has to be a particle which is of size 10 to the power minus 200. We are yet to discover that maybe there are certain chemicals which are there on other planets, galaxies. What we have in the periodic table is very limited. Knowledge, infinite years are there in front of us. More things are going to be discovered. More things will be discovered to create a life similar to human. Our endeavor is to imitate nature, create a plane, bird flying. Our endeavor is to make a computer which not only thinks but also has lots of emotions. So you heard about artificial intelligence, you heard about the driverless cars. What we are trying to do is like we are trying to create somewhere else so that we replace ourselves. They will come when we also will be redundant. Maybe we'll have something else to do. This team for efforts in organizing such kind of seminars and such kind of conferences and keeping the flag of Sindhu Mahavidyalaya high in this space of university, space of universities in India. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. A very common quote we all have heard is simple living and high thinking. And we are fortunate to have with us today Dr. Vinki Rugwani, sir, Chairman, Sindhi Hindi Vidya Samiti, who follows the same. May I request sir to deliver the presidential speech on the occasion.
This occasion of International Conference on New Horizons and Trends in Chemical Sciences at our own DRP Sindhu Mahavidyalaya, sitting on the dais, Honorable General Secretary of Sindhi Hindi Vidya Samiti, Dr. I.P. Keswaniji, just left the conference because of some engagement he had. The director of NERI, Dr. Atul Vaidyaji. We have Dr. Raghav Saranji, the officiating principal, Dr. Pense, Dr. Bharti, Dr. Sarkar, Dr. Sufita Mandagone, all the delegates who are present on this conference, of course, our vice principals and the IQC coordinators. Now, Dr. Vaidya, he very rightly said that chemistry is somewhat something which we have to measure. Without measurement, not chemistry. He said about the science. He said measuring something is a science. So I was just discussing with Keswani because he just said that even for the management also we need to have some measurement. So these are some issues, some things which these are the basics which we should come to know. And today's conference is about the new horizon and trends. What is new? What is new? I think there is new comes everywhere, whatever it is. Maybe it is science, it is commerce, maybe like business, it can be our field like medical field. We have just saw a pandemic which lasted for almost 2 years. So it was new for us. But we were not aware about that COVID. So what was the result? The result was very catastrophic. The result was very bad because we were not aware of the things in the COVID. What is going to happen in COVID? So that's why it is very important to learn the new. Dr. Vaidya happens to be a director in NERI, and we all know that NERI has worked wonderfully in COVID. Because we all know that when the new variant of the COVID came, only one lab was there in our country, that was NIV Pune, where the sequencing was being done. And suddenly this NERI people, they started doing the genome sequencing, which was very much needed at that particular time. So why they could do that? They could do that because of had that thinking in their mind. They had like the innovations and the capabilities which they had. So we have to learn something new only to gather something which will come in future. If such things come, we are always ready to accept those challenges. So this is the importance of learning something new. Another thing is trend. Now trend comes everywhere. It can be new trends in the business, not only in our science. Nowadays we are hearing this word trends in social media. So what trends are going in social media? So trend again a very important word. So we are learning in this conference, which is going to be tomorrow morning, as I been told. Uh, we are going to learn something which is new and some trends which are now trending. So I think wonderful arrangement. I congratulate the principal as well as all the organizers for organizing such a good and useful conference and giving an opportunity of building this international conference in our premises. This is very, I think we are all lucky to have such conferences, and I congratulate once again all of you who have to make this conference success. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, to guide us on learning something new and to follow the trends. And thank you for your best wishes too. No program can be condensed without expressing the gratitude to all. May I request Dr. Sushmita Mandagane ma'am, convener of a conference, to propose a formal vote of thanks for the inaugural segment.
A very good evening to everyone present here. Honorable Chief Guest Dr. A.N. Vaidya, Director CSI BD, respected Shri H.R. Bakhru Sir, President Sindhi Hindi Vidya Samiti, Dr. Venki Rukwani Sir, Chairman and President of today's function, Sindhi Hindi Vidya Samiti, Dr. I.P. Keswani Sir, General Secretary, Sindhi Hindi Vidya Samiti, our Principal Dr. V.M. Pedse Sir, our esteemed collaborators, Dr. B.P. Chandrachuran, National President, ISAS Mumbai, Dr. Raghav Saran, National Vice President, ISAS, Dr. Raghav Saran, Dr. Avinash Bharti, Chairman, ISAS Nagpur Chapter, our Head of Department of Chemistry and Convener, Dr. R.D. Sarkar, our Vice Principals, Dr. Thadani, Dr. Tiwani, Dr. Shinkhe, other members of ISAS, Dr. Pandubikar, Dr. M.J. Shinde, all dignitaries and participants joined virtually, my colleagues and dear students. It is my privilege to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion. I, on behalf of my colleagues and the entire team members, offer hearty thankful to all of you. First of all, I am thankful to Almighty for giving us the opportunity to start this journey. I hope He will help us during our journey and fulfill our dreams. I sincerely thank our chief guest, Dr. A.N. Vaidya, for kindly accepting our invitation and gracing this occasion. I, on behalf of the organizing committee, convey deep regards and hearty thanks to our Honorable Chairman, Dr. Venki Rukwani Sir, Dr. I.P. Keswani Sir, General Secretary. They supported us in all possible manner to organize this conference. I am also very much thankful to our today's keynote speaker, Dr. Chandrasekharan, former professor, IISc Bangalore. We have been fortunate to collaborate with the Indian Society of Analytical Scientists Nagpur chapter. I further pass on my gratitude to our honorable co-hosts, Dr. Chandrachuran, Dr. Raghav Saran, Dr. Avinash Bharti, Dr. Pandulekar, Dr. M.G. Shinde. Your association has added to the honor of our event. We are really blessed to have you, and thanks a lot for all the awards you have sponsored and all the support you have provided. Also, I would like to thank our Young Scientist awardee, Dr. P.G. Borkar, for coming here to receive the award. I am very much thankful to the sponsoring agencies, Global Marketing and High-Tech Polyclass Private Limited for their generous financial support. I would like to thank all the distinguished invited speakers, delegates, and participants who blessed us with their presence. My thanks go to our registrar, Mr. Naveen Agrawal, for helping us in hosting the online platform. I am very much thankful to all our faculty colleagues and non-teaching staff members who always stand by us and motivate us. An event of this dimension cannot happen overnight. The wheels start rolling months in advance. We have been fortunate enough to be backed up by a team of very motivated and dedicated faculty members in Department of Chemistry. I cannot thank everyone enough for the involvement they have shown and the willingness they have expressed to take on the completion of tasks beyond their comfort zone. I feel proud and thank you for making this event a successful one. Thank you, sir. Inaugural session is over. I request all the staff members to remain here for refreshments. मैडम बुला रहे हैं